Good morning. It's a new day. Today I thought I will take you along for another training. I've just set up the pen a couple of days ago. I tried to run Leo on the rams, the 1-year-olds, and they seem to be more or less trainable now. And so I'll try Spot and Leo today, and I'll show it to you on today's Sheepdog Vlog. Some of the key ingredients for sheepdog training is exercise. I use a first speed because Leo loves that, and Spot loves having Leo chasing him, so I often give the first speed just to Spot so that Leo will chase him. Now in this pen that I've made it kind of looking like a drop, where you have a very narrow end and then a wider end. And the reason is that I want to send the dog from the narrow end along the fence and then on balance on the sheep, and then I want it to fetch the sheep to me. And when it does so, I want to bring them along onto the narrow end, send them around once more, push them back again together with me to the wider end, and then a call back. And that's basically the idea of this exercise with Leo, which is the dog that you can see now. Now, as you can see, I'm trying to stopping Leo here because he is very hectic and his tempo is a bit too much, so I'm trying to stop him and take time to get him to the wider opening. And you can see here that he tries to work on his own, and that's not acceptable. And I do a grave mistake here because I'm actually letting him have the sheep even though he's done a mistake. And here I'm trying to get him along and stopping him, and I'm doing that now, so it's okay. I'm bringing back to the narrow end and preparing for a new send. So I'm entering closer to the sheep again, and then I'm preparing to send him, putting pressure on him. He is a little bit here again, he's cutting corners in the end, which is not really good enough, but still I just have to let him try a little bit. And then I get a proper lay down here, which I need. Send him around, a new lay down there, and there he responds well, but he's up again. But he stands, which is good. Then I'm letting him come in, giving him a new lay down. Then I'm just telling off my dog that is up, which is Spot, because he's barking a lot. Now I'm trying to let him follow a little bit because I need him to. And I had some trouble with this ram especially. It has been challenging the dogs a lot lately, so I'm just letting Leo put pressure on him to teach him to fall. There, Leo is trying again to work on his own, which is not acceptable, so I'm giving a lay down. Then I'm actually bringing him to the wider end, which is not a clever move, so I think that I shouldn't have done that. But I'm giving him clear message that it's not allowed to work on his own. Getting back to the sheep, letting him try again, but this is a tight corner which often creates mistakes. Actually here he done quite well, but then he tries to work again and I have to force him back where I want him. So this is a quite hectic situation here because Leo is actually a good dog in many ways and his tempo has been improving well. But every now and then he gets excited, and especially in a narrow corner it's a lot of pressure. So here I'm actually sending him out from the foot, which is a good training for a fetch and a outrun and a fetch. And he responded quite well there actually. That was good. Teaching him a lay down again. And then I think I will, yeah, here he got his, that it was well done. Make a fuss about it, as Ted Hope said, and then go back to a narrow end and prepare for an outrun, I guess. Now here again we see that he is cutting the curve, which is not good, but so I have to train that. But right now I'm focusing on him, just be obedient enough that he will lay down when I tell him to lay down, that he will go left when I'm asking him to go left, and yeah. So that is mainly the focus here, but also to train an outrun. So now this is not a very good situation because I'm sending him into a tight corner and you see that he cuts off immediately, so that's a very bad idea. So this is just bad planning, to be honest, because if I put the planning into it and been consistent with only sending from the narrow end until the wider end, I think I would get a better result. So I'm trying again now, sending him right. This time it's much better, so he's almost at the fence now. The tempo is a bit hectic, but it's a much better outrun. So I'm very pleased with that actually, and I would like to let him work. So here it would be a good idea to send him around, left or right, from the little flock. Instead I'm just making a fuss, which is also okay, but I should have let him work more there. And instead I'm probably so tired and fed up at this point that I'm just ending there on a very, very good note, but I should actually have let him try a couple more times here to just nail that wider outrun that he had there. But this is just training and experience, and I was looking for that good, happy ending, and I gave that, but it was also an opportunity that I missed. So anyways, now we'll see Spot, which is a completely different dog. Now this is Spot, and I haven't trained him in a while here. This is in December, and I haven't trained him since August because he was just completely off. So you see here I'm entering before letting him come in. He wants to go straight at work. I'm not letting him. And this seems a bit harsh, but I'm actually just putting him in the collar and saying lay down. So he gets the idea, and here you can see that he gets it immediately. So now I'm letting him just go around the sheep, seeing if there's any possibilities for him to actually start. So here I'm letting the sheep go, and just working a little bit with him to see how this will go, and then I'm letting him go, and you can see it straight away, it's a mess. So I'm just need to help him start and be obedient. You can see he's just hectic, he doesn't really know where to go, so everything is just about sending him around in balance and stopping him here. So there's no outrun, it's just balance work and obedience. Now you can see he has a intense drive, and he's one of the few dogs that I know that loves driving. He's always been more interested in driving than finding balance. So I'm not training any driving, I'm just training balance. Now you can see he's getting a little bit more hold of it. This is not a good situation. You have a ram that challenges him, and that can really break a dog. But I know that Spot, he is very confident really, so he will challenge the ram later, and I feel very confident. You see here I'm letting him just sit in the pressure, and I'm inviting him in after a little while. Just need to have some steam out first, and then he will find balance after a while. Now this is a very hectic situation especially for the dog. The rams also feel the pressure a little bit, but they will. They know that they are safe around me, so they are kind of finding me here. Now you see the ram again, challenges, but I'm just not letting him. I'm just trying to train Spot, and you can already see that the distance is actually much better, and he lays down. So we are already doing small steps here. And what I want him to is to come to me. You see here he went straight in, which is not good, while I try to get the recall on him. So, but since he is new, I just have to be positive here. I have to lay him down, of course, train obedience, but I'm not really correcting him too much. You can see here it's wider. And the stick is just really to make a noise, so that he doesn't lock into the sheep, but he's more aware of me and what I'm asking him to do. Now here again you see he wanted to go in, so I'm giving him quite strict corrections, and he's taking them. He's actually very sensitive to pressure in many ways, so he's actually going out here, which is great. I'm just letting him lay a little bit in pressure, and we'll see how this goes. You see, he's not afraid at all. He wants the pressure, but luckily the recall is okay with Spot. The lay down is a little bit bad, so I'm training balance here, but I'm mainly training recall and lay down. So here actually Spot lays down the whole time, which is great. So now I just want to reward him with a little bit more work. And he's finding balance. He has to correct himself a little bit, but this is just good training, and he will learn it quite fast. Now you see again the ram is challenging him, and he's actually backing a little bit down here, which I don't like. So I just want him to lay there, feel the pressure, and win over the ram. So just waiting. And there the ram gives in, and then I go around again. And I do this a lot actually, and I think the camera actually became empty of power before, but in the end he's challenging quite many times, and Spot takes the challenge and actually pushes him gently. So here's a new situation, and here I'm actually letting Spot go in and laying him down and wait, and there again You saw the ram there, he wanted to challenge Spot, but then Spot actually gave a little hint that if you take me, I'll take you, and then actually the ram gave in, so that's good. Now you can see the tempo is very high again, but this is mainly me that is in control of the tempo here, because I'm choosing to let him have a tempo, and then I'm asking him to lay down. So this is just to really reinforce the lay down. And here again into pressure. And you see here how nicely he pushes the rams back. So this is really good. So he has the power and he has the confidence. And here again the ram tries. So I lay Spot down and I let him stand a little bit in the pressure. Then I walk around again. And there's pressure, and you see there, he's really, really good here. He's gentle, even though the ram tries to headbutt him. He just continues. He finds a new grip, so to speak. He's not gripping, but he's finding a new position to push in, and then he does that, and he does it well. So here it's just making a fuss and then taking a break again. Because he got a victory, so it's a good situation. And then I'm trying to let Spot know that now we'll take a break. Now when looking back on this, it's really one thing that stands out to me, and that is planning the sessions. With Spot I had a plan because that was balance training and lay down and recall. That was the main thing for me. So I think we did okay. With Leo, I didn't really have that much of a plan, and that kind of shows. So I did several mistakes because of it. So that's probably the key learning point here, to plan. And I'll do that for the next session. So I hope this was helpful for you. And just leave a comment if there's anything. And I would love to have some feedback and also input on what to do better in the next couple of trainings. So love to hear from you.